authorities are in pursuit of Sirisia Member of Parliament John Waluke after he was ordered back to prison following dismissal of his joint appeal against a 2020 court decision that fined him and business partner Grace Wakhungu over 1 billion shillings each, or 67 years in jail for the Member of Parliament. High Court Judge Esther Maina ruled that the two were found guilty in accordance with the law and that the prosecution had made its case, in which the two were charged with defrauding the National Cereals and Produce Board of 313 million shillings more than 10 years ago. Sam Gituku has more.
The High Court dismissed appeals by Sirisia MP John Waluke and business partner Grace Wakhungu on grounds that the prosecution had satisfied the trial court with its evidence and the sentencing was appropriate. Grace Wakhungu, who is now 81, was in court during delivery of the judgment and was moved to the court cells awaiting processing to return to prison. Before she was freed on 20 million shillings bail in September 2020, she had been serving the sentence at the Langata Women Prison, while Waluke had been at the Industrial Area Prison. The two were found guilty by Chief Magistrate Elizabeth Juma of defrauding the NCPB of 297 million shillings back in 2009. And for that, they each got a fine of 594 million shillings, being double the amount in question, while their company, Aerod Limited, in which they were co-directors, was fined a similar amount to be split between the two of them. The two were also found guilty of defrauding the board of 13.3 million shillings, attracting a double fine for each of them, and similarly having to split the fine against their company. In total, Waluke was required to pay a fine of 1.04 billion shillings or serve 67 years in jail. On her part, Grace Wakhungu was slapped with a total fine of 1.02 billion shillings or serve a term of 69 years in jail. The two had already served 3 months until they were released on bail pending their appeals. Waluke had in October 2020 told of his ordeal.
You know, kufungwa 74 years in his tour. Of course, it has been hard. It has been very difficult. To prison, there's no freedom. Everything, food has changed. Yeah, life is hard. You know, in prison, there are so many problems.
Waluke now risks losing his Sirisia parliamentary seat on account that his sentence is longer than 6 months. However, should he file a notice of appeal at the Court of Appeal and bring it to the National Assembly Speaker's attention, it could buy him time but not freedom. Should he move the Court of Appeal, Waluke can apply to be released on bail pending determination of his case like he did at the High Court and secure time to continue attending Parliament. For now, though, he may have to present himself to the authorities to resume his sentence before they catch up with him, or if able to, pay up the 1 billion shillings fine. Sam Gituku, Citizen TV, Nairobi.